Let us prepare HR database with employees table. We will be using this for some of the examples as well as exercises later related to window functions. We will be creating database by name OS username underscore HR. Whatever OS user using which you are connected to on the gateway node of our cluster, you can use that OS username underscore HR to create the database. In my case, it is itversity underscore HR. If you are using your own environment, you can choose the database name as per your convenience and standards. Once the database is created, we'll be creating a table called as employees in the database. Then we'll be loading data into the table. Let me first drop the database if it exists using cascade so that all the tables are dropped first before dropping the database. This will take care of creating the database. Now I'm attaching to the itversity underscore HR database, confirming that I am attached or connected to this database called as itversity underscore HR by running this command. You can see the output saying itversity underscore HR. Now I am going to create the table with all these columns such as employee ID, first name, last name, etc. I am specifying file format as a text file because the data that will be loaded into table is of text file format. When it comes to delimiter, the data will be delimited by tab character, and hence I am specifying row format delimited fields delimited by tab like this. As the table is successfully created, let us load the data and validate the table. This is the location in which we have files on the gateway node of the cluster. I am copying this path, then connecting to terminal of the gateway node of the cluster, and then I am running this ls-ltr command on this path. If you are using your own environment, if you are not connecting to that environment using Jupyter, make sure you connect to terminal using the tool of your choice such as PuTTY or Mac terminal or Ubuntu terminal to connect to the gateway node of your cluster, and make sure you validate the path to ensure that the files are there so that the load command will work without any issues. Now the files are in this location. You can see that there are 4 files. We can open one of the file to confirm the structure of the data as well. You can see that the file is of type text file format. That's why you can see all the characters without any issues. And also each record is delimited by tab character here. As our data is in line with the table created, we should be able to run this command to load the data into the table employees. Once the load command is successful, we can run this command called as select star from employees limit 10 to confirm data can be queried without any challenges from the table. As long as data is showing up without nulls, always, and all, we are good to go. Now you can see the results. If you want to limit only few columns, you can actually select those columns in place of star. So let's say I want to just see employee ID, department ID, salary. You can pass those column names as part of the select clause, and you will be seeing only these 3 field values. You can also run this count command to make sure that how many records are there in the table. It should return approximately 107 records, and hence we are able to query the data in the table without any challenges. As we have successfully prepared HR database along with our retail database, now we can leverage these 2 datasets to explore window functions in detail. Let's get into the topics related to window functions so that we understand syntax and semantics of the window functions.